The Port Moody Art Centre is taking art outside to the streets. To tell us more about the different types of art being made available to all is Art Outside Festival Manager Crystal Koskinen. Thanks for being here. And Executive Director Deanna Kane of Pomo Arts. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited.
So tell us a little bit about Art Outside. What is it?
Well, it is a brand new festival that is happening in Port Moody. It's a multidisciplinary art, so we have dancers, we have performers, we have spontaneous theater, we have visual performances, and we have some secret locations with performances that will be happening at locations we haven't disclosed yet. And it's over the course of 3 weeks, so it starts on July 21st until August the 10th. We have 19 different locations that we'll be working out of and over 40 different activations that will be happening, so artist projects.
This is a big undertaking. A lot's
And
going
you know,
on.
it's a few years in the making. So a few years ago, we kind of came up with a vision for something that would transform our streets, shift the dial on how art is experienced in public spaces. And so Art Outside is very much going to change how we experience art and appreciate it. So often the impacts of art are thought as intangible, but as we integrate them into regular everyday spaces and give artists opportunity to experiment, we are opening up that social fabric and redefining it each time.
Fantastic. Why is art so important to cities? Like, why do you want to take it outside?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. And we were actually working on a strategic plan last year, and our vision is that art is in the homes, hearts, and streets of Port Moody. And we can integrate these types of experiences and the creativity that goes into them that takes artists outside of the viability of selling artwork all the time and not being able to experiment, to be able to test out concepts in public space and collaborate with community, shifting the dial on how relevant and vibrant art can be in our cultural ecosystems.
Fantastic. It is very important, absolutely. It tells a story of a community and people and everything, right? So, Crystal, I guess, how did you come up with some of these ideas? I know the artists obviously have their own input, but the themes, if you will.
Absolutely. Well, I think the festival really is shaped by the submissions that we get in. So we got over 100 submissions with our call to artists in May. So going through all of these submissions was actually really fun to see like what these people came up with, and also like just how to put the festival together. Budget, of course, is a big thing. What can we make work? What seems to complement one another also in the spaces that we were using? So there was a couple projects. One of the ones that Deanna and I talked about at the very beginning was the AR concept. So I'd worked with a company called Illust before, and we wanted to sort of add an international component to put different art in front. So we were going to be doing an augmented reality walk around the entire shoreline in Port Moody. So people will be going on a hike, but you'll be able to still see art, and it's not going to be in your way because you just access it through your phone.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Are the artists local, or are they coming from across the country or farther afield?
Well, it'll be a bit of a combination. So the international show, we have over 40 international artists, so for that particular exhibit, but we had 56% of our projects that we're hosting over the next 3 weeks are local to the Tri-Cities and Port Moody area.
Fantastic. All right. Is it free?
Yes.
That's the best part, right?
Yeah, free to the public, non-ticketed events, and as we were saying, they're integrated into public spaces. So you could be in a cafe at the right time and have something spontaneously happen. You can plan to be there. Crystal was talking about secret locations, so we're trying to create some anticipation, and every Monday morning we'll announce the secret location for a Tuesday show.
Okay, all right. So where do we go for all of this information?
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, you'll go to our website, but we do have a special event page, and you can come to the center and grab one of these handy little maps that will show you all the locations, and on the other side we'll have all of the events that are going to be happening.
Okay, the website is
pomoarts.ca, and then you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Pomo Arts.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for coming in, Deanna and Crystal. Have a great Art Outside Festival.
Well, come and join us.
I will definitely take part. And that starts again the 21st.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Early.
All right, nice 3
great.
weeks of adventures. All right, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.